Hey folks, excited to be with you today. We're going to be talking about what does the cross tell us about love. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. Love is selfless. That's exactly what the cross tells us. Now, we could go through a list, book after book. There are books all around me. There are books all around me. We could go through list after list after list of all the things that the cross means. But most importantly, it means love. Because how in the world could a God that we have defied over and over and over again, how could he have decided at some point to say, you know what, I'm going to redeem those people. I'm going to give them an opportunity to give themselves to me. And to think that cross is that very thing. You see, when we're pointing people to the cross, we're pointing them to what Jesus has done for us and what Jesus is offering to them. So when you say, listen, let's talk about this cross. Now, some people are going to be a little leery about that. Like, man, I don't want to talk about that religious stuff. You say, look, let me tell you what Jesus has done for me. I know what I was. I know what he's done. I know how he's helped me. I know how he's got me through. And I'm going to tell you about what he did on that cross. Because here's the thing. He loved you enough to die on that cross. But that's not the biggest piece of that. The biggest piece of that, he loved you enough to take the wrath of the Father. Jesus, the Son of God, took the wrath of the Father on that cross. And when he took that wrath, he was saying, you no longer have to be placed inside of this wrath. You no longer have to experience this wrath, this specific kind of wrath, meaning eternal punishment in hell. That you don't have to experience this kind of wrath because I have already experienced it for you. Jesus looked to the Father and said, if there's any other way to do this, if there's any way for this cup to pass from me, let it be so. But if there's no other way, then your will be done. Let's do it your way if there's no other way to do it. Meaning Jesus did not want to have to take the wrath on if he could have, if there was another way. But since there was no other way, he was more than willing to go to the cross and not just die on the cross, but take the wrath and anger of God on himself in order to keep us from having to go through that. That is a miraculous piece of that cross where God himself said, I am not going to allow sin to continue to have power over my people. If they want to be, if people want to be born again, if they want to spend eternity with me, then they must first trust in this cross where I will give everything for them. I will give every breath for them. And yes, he died on that cross, but 3 days later, he rose from the dead and he's alive again. But man, what he went through for us, what that teaches us about love is, love doesn't make sense sometimes. Love is outside the realm of thought sometimes. He loved me after all I've done, enough to die on the cross. That, my friends, is amazing love and amazing grace. Love you guys. Bye-bye.